Okay, plebs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where we'll start the damn podcast, you bastards. One of you guys can roll me a d5.
Done. I don't know what it means.
Courtney, you are 1. Claire, you are 2. Silence, you are 3. Beth, you are 4.
Anything but 2.
You are 5.
Fuck
Claire,
you.
you're up. You are doing this week's review of what happened last session.
Me?
No, Claire.
Okay, good.
I will remember this, Courtney.
Hey, don't blame me. Blame Roll20.
It's the dice gods. You've clearly
Blame the RNG. Apparently, Illustri is not the only one pissed off at you.
Oh, touche.
I should just leave it as the intro.
I just want us to have that snippet, and that should be Claire's ringtone from now on. If she gets a text, this is something anyone pissed at you. Oh God, again.
I could make that happen.
I would feel honored if you would do that.
I mean, Claire, you could make it happen, but you can't because of our backlog.
Yeah, well, I've got a week off. Right,
you heard that. You heard that, guys. She committed to that.
Yeah.
When's this week off?
15th July.
Okay.
I'm going to make Ross work, and I'm going to sit there opposite him laughing.
You realize the 15th of July is a Wednesday, right?
No, 13th.
Okay.
I got 2 reports to finish before then.
Review the game, damn it.
What did we do last week? Xantz was in horrible amounts of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got better with some help
from his friends.
From his friend who was moving his hands so he could cast magic.
Yes.
Because his arms may have been entirely broken.
Before last.
That was the week
I don't remember. Then Xantz got real about all the things he had to happen and had to get done.
Uh-huh.
So he went to the Temple of Illustri.
Mm.
He persuaded the people to come and to the tavern the next day and report crimes. He called in a favor from a leader of another nation to seek advice. And then he plotted.
To clarify, he called in a favor and asked really nicely are 2 very different things.
Mm-hmm.
So you did have to bribe him with beer.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. That was cheap for him.
That's easy.
Can't argue with that.
That was a favor on his part to us.
Sorry.
That was definitely the Lord of Bicon courting our party.
Wonderful.
So the others all went to the guild to sign up for Azanti and Alice.
Yes.
And Blitz went there to give them some paperwork and asked them to speak on Brett Sam's behalf, where they met Kellum Dawnhollow Malbec, who...
It's Malbec Dawnhollow.
Malbec
You corrected me last week, and I'm correcting you. Who is the consort to the Queen of Masonair. He's also the twin brother to the lady who currently runs the Adventuring Guild you were all signed up to. Who is a little bit busy because in the news, it finally made it over to Primal that South Sage is well gone. For the most part. And there is an army of gnolls just ripped through the entire nation. And is about to absolutely rip the capital apart. Which is why the head of the guild is actually a little too busy to deal with this herself and sent her brother. I like to think she just messaged him when I'm busy, you do it. Make Kel do it. What else did we do? Alice had a chat with
We've received an invitation from another country.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was helping his sister. He was playing postman for his wife. We were also invited to Masonair to meet with the Queen. So now we've been courted by 2 different nations.
Yeah.
I think we've made it, guys.
We've made it.
Been here like a week.
Even though one of our members is currently in jail.
Listen, we're working on it. Priorities! this
I'm not
first.
sure what that says about us or the lack of adventurers elsewhere in the world.
I've always kind of wondered that.
In before the other major adventuring party in Primal lost their wizard helping you guys.
Oh, yeah.
The up-and-coming adventurers in South Sage have apparently been lost to the Knolls.
Probably dead.
And are probably dead.
I mean, they weren't
fine.
actually lost to the Knolls.
Yes, but that hasn't made it to this party yet, Claire, so please cease. Cease your speaking.
But to the listeners and not the party.
Cease your speaking.
There was a small incident.
Including the Book of Vile Darkness.
Oh yeah,
We
I heard about this.
might have heard about this.
They have heard that.
Yeah.
I know they have, because I told them.
How'd you hear about it? I told you about it. Fuck.
So that a lot happened last week. I sent notes to
Yeah.
Chris to do my bidding.
Have they reached Chris yet?
Yes.
Shit, what did you want for Chris?
He needed to sort the back room out so I could have it
Oh,
used.
yeah, you sort the back room out, and then suddenly the entire party decides to have a conference in the back room, and he's like, well, fuck.
Oh shit.
Alice also arranged a meeting with Chris.
For in about, 2 days.
And I think Azantis had delivered to a courier my note asking to meet with the
That was the first thing I'm gonna do today.
Cool. Done.
Because I actually contemplated just doing it myself.
Yes, I remember that.
I've received something very important that kind of took precedence.
Yeah,
So I came back to
we
you
got a letter
first.
from a queen, so
She's just as intimidating in letter form as she is in person.
Hey.
Do
I
what?
know, I played her.
She's fucking
she's
terrifying. Don't stop what I say.
terrifying.
So, where are the party members other than Red Sam? Because Red Sam is in a cell underneath the temple.
I think we're still in the back room. That's where we stopped.
Okay, so you've notified Zantz can return, so you're in the back room.
Or no, we were
No,
still with
we
Zantz.
stopped
We were
at
yeah,
Zantz.
yeah, we were with Zantz because I just gave him the letter. I just gave him the
Okay,
Queen's
so
letter.
Xantis is with Xantis and Alice are with Zansk in the temple. But you have been unceremoniously left at the tavern again.
I'm going to read my letter that I was given. I think you gave me a letter or something.
Hmm.
Wasn't I handed a
You
letter?
were.
And
You were. Yes,
I
sorry,
was.
My brain. Sorry, many
The
plot
look of
wheels.
confusion on your face.
Many,
My
many-
brain.
Yeah, I
You probably
actually
didn't know what
started
my brain was doing.
doubting
It was
myself
like,
there.
do-
It's like-
do- yes.
So, seeing as they buggered off again, and I don't have to go fetching any sticks, I will read the letter.
It reads quite simply, fuck you, have a room prepared, I'm on my way.
Is it signed by anyone?
Yes.
Who?
Ricklin Newell, High Cleric to Custody Swords, Lord of Fate.
Boy.
Oh. I'm going to say,
P.S.
nice one, Goddard.
Oh
P.S.
my god.
I'm not your brother.
Oh, holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Right.
Adam, boy.
Best room, I can find him in the cellar. No, he's going to get a nice suite.
Blitz, there's a knock on the door.
Okay.
Chris pokes his head around. Oh shit, they've all got Blitz.
Yes.
We might have a problem.
How big a problem? Because I've got a bigger problem for you.
I have a bigger, more immediate problem for you.
Okay.
Do you want to step out here for a tick?
Absolutely.
He pulls the door open and just gestures you to come out. A, I need to fix this room. But B, he gestures to a large armored figure that is now in the tavern.
Is it the Dragonborn?
It's a Dragonborn.
Is it the white one?
No, not the one
Which
you
one?
recognise. This Dragonborn is significantly larger and is wearing basically what appears to be almost gunmetal grey armour. And is carrying, in one hand, this halberd that is basically scratching the ceiling. This is even for Dragonborn, this guy is huge.
Does he have the mark of Goddard on him? Or
He does
sort of
not.
custodian? Which mark does he have on him?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. Come on.
A natural one.
Oh, son of a bitch!
You don't recognise the insignia that's across his armour. There's some other fancy decoration, but you don't recognise the pattern.
Okay. Hello.
Greetings. Are you a representative of the ones known as the Wandering Party?
I'm probably not the best representative of the ones known as the Wandering Party, to be honest. I am one of the Wandering Party. The others have wandered off. How can I take or listen to a message?
Why do I... That is a surprisingly fitting thing for them to have done. He pulls out a scroll and basically shoves it into your hands, Blitz.
Okay. I will look at him and say, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
That is entirely open to your interpretation.
Then it's going to be a good thing. I thank you. What's your name?
My name is Irrelevant.
Hello, Irrelevant. I'm Blitz.
You can see the Dragonborn's mouth open and close. It's like, I was told about you.
I have not been told about you.
Good. He turns and walks out of the tavern.
I'm going to knock Chris in the gut and go, I think I got away with it.
I think you just got very lucky.
Who was that?
That was a member of the Royal Guard.
Which one?
They're just, you don't know. They don't have names.
No, I meant which family? Which royal?
Why? There's only one in this country.
But we know others in other countries.
Okay, that's this country's monarch.
Okay.
Royal Guard. Do you want to know how long it's been since a member of the Royal Guard walked through any of the streets in this city? It was the last Queen's Guard that did it, not this generation's Queen's Guard.
Okay, well, so it's a good thing.
It means the Queen is nearby.
Which is a good thing, because we have a Retsam who's in need of as much political sway as possible. Oh, we are saved. Oh, I should tell you, Rickland's coming.
Like, he leans around sort of while you've just punched him in the gut. He sort of just thuds you in the chest. You understand some of the things I do are not exactly above board, right?
You understand that I don't really care because you get the right thing done for us.
The Queen's scrutiny on me for too long is probably a bad thing.
Don't worry, I will have her here in no time.
Chris is just like, I'll go work on my will.
They have heard of me. He said so. Right.
Yes, but he didn't ask for your description. He knew who you were as soon as you opened your mouth. Chris just chuckles. You have a reputation.
Okay. Right. I think... Sorry, I just read something. I'm just... There's a couple of messages that are going off now. Like, I'm going to let you read them out, Ross, since we're being listed.
No, the other players are messaging in the group chat being a big dicks, basically, so we're ignoring them.
To me. But in a nice way.
I resemble that remark.
Biggest. Right, okay, so I will tell him that Rickland's coming and we need a nice room made up for him. Probably a spare in case...
The cleric, like the guy whose dad is now God. Like your God.
Yes. I told you, I had bigger news. You have a queen, I have a god, son of.
Chris is like, I actually fucking hate the fact that you're right.
Yeah, I trump you. So, basically, we need...
Let's not go that far.
Okay. He's going to be here soon. In fact, he wrote the sweetest letter. Would you like to have a read? While you read that, I'll read this.
Fuck off.
That's very nice from him to me.
I'll get the whiskey and go and get a room set up.
Get him some nice. Oh yeah, get him his dad's. I'm gonna read.
You have his dad's bottle of whiskey.
What was I gonna do with that? Oh, I already did.
You already did something with it.
Yeah, I better give it back to you, and I'll give it to him.
He takes the bottle and puts it back on the shelf behind the bar.
And then I'll read what this letter says.
You've read it already?
No, the Queen's one.
Oh,
the scroll.
Right, that one. It says you are cordially invited to Her Majesty's yacht no later than sundown tomorrow, while it is in port.
I'm going to turn around to Chris. Has anyone ever turned down the Queen before?
Yes.
What happened?
I'm pretty sure she made a point of having their heads paraded around on pikes, because the last people who said no to her were rebels.
Oh, well, we're not rebels. But we need to get...
Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom of the letter. Generally, it says what dress wear you need.
Non-rebellious dress wear, I guess. Have a read.
It just reads, formal dress code. Please be advised that your opening of this letter will be classified as an RSPV. Thank you. Or SVP, whatever. Thank you.
Right, I'm going to turn around to Chris and say, okay, Chris, I'll let you deal with the rooms, or you could get the two creepy twins to do it. And
you hear quietly in your ear, we resemble that remark.
Oh no, you are. And
we
I'm going to
know.
I'm going to jog on. I'm going to actually jog to the bloody place where Zansk is and tell him to hurry up on getting Retsam out, because we're in big doo-doo now. Even I know that.
So we'll cut to Retsam.
Beer, 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 diddly beer. Whispered singing.
There's just the hummingbird is like bobbing along to you singing.
No, hummingbird, I don't say this to just anyone. But you make a good drinking buddy.
The bird lets out this tiny, high-pitched burp. Sounds kind of like a squeak. Basically, yes. And then, all right, Sam. Before you coalesces in a pale blue light a familiar-looking dwarf.
Now, I know a few dwarves, having been around many in my time.
This dwarf has been recently serving you ale in a mental like image sort of projection way.
I take a brief look at my surroundings to make sure that I'm still in my vacation home.
You are currently in your vacay home.
I offer him the small bottle of, or I politely offer the vision a sip from my small bottle of beer.
He nods and says, "I'm afraid I cannot. As much as I'd like to, boy. I was inconveniently discorporealated a while ago."
Not even to spirits and whatnot. It's polite to offer.
I'm told you can only serve spirits. So, you know.
Well, be sure to haunt the pub sometime. We've got some quality stuff.
Haunt has the wrong connotations, Boyle.
Okay, manifest.
Maybe. We'll see.
This is a bit different to our usual hangings.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's very odd. I mean, I was just there minding my own pub, and then suddenly I'm here.
So I take it this is not
beard, like,
a willful manifestation?
I mean, the last couple have been because you had some questions you needed answers. Just here. I don't imagine I'll be sticking around long, but hello.
This is quite unusual. Red Sam takes a drink.
Yep. Don't normally do house calls.
I didn't think so. Do you think it's a portent of things to come? Is there dire warnings upon my path?
You're in a wee box for heresy.
Some say heresy, I say I'm exploring the world.
Very true. Oh, actually, there is something you could benefit from that's out there somewhere.
Oh, what might that be?
There's a wild place. A place where at the crest of midday, a single shaft of light hits a rock. A spring comes forth from that rock at all times. But when it's the zenith of midday, it is a blessed place. At the zenith of midnight on the night of a full moon, it is a place of natural savagery.
Natural savagery?
Yes, nature is both resplendent and horrifying.
It is at that.
So, that would do you some good down your path.
Well, once I've shown these religious sorts the error of, I don't want to say their ways, but their current path, I'll certainly look into it.
Good, that's all we can ask. Free will and all that.
I can only show people that I am no threat and I am doing good. If they decide to interpret that as continued affront to whatever they hold dear as opposed to a good thing in this world, that's on them. But I will fight to continue doing good.
If it's any consolation, I think you've got a lot of good people in your corner.
I think so too. Have you had a chance to observe the dog yet?
Yes. Although I shan't put my foot in it with that one.
It's easy to not put your foot in it unless you say the mystical word.
Aye.
I swear, sometimes I think Zansk has trained the pup on purpose.
I'd keep thinking that.
Well, I will have you know, friend, that your presence over these, well, I'd say months, but I assume that there's been an effect in my life from your good tavern for a long while, has been a blessing.
Mm.
It has been the grease of my gears.
Mm. Just remember, you ain't the first one to walk this path.
And I doubt I'll be the last, but I will at least forge ahead with triumph behind me.
Indeed, and remember that I won't be the only guide you'll get in your time.
I appreciate that.
I am but the first.
As you can see, I indicate the hummingbird. I have made friends.
The hummingbird is like trying desperately to stay aloft, but it's like listing left and right, like it's going forward and backward, like it can't quite control any of its axes anymore.
I can't promise that I've been a good influence on all of those fronts. But the hummingbird seems to have taken to me, so...
Mm. Well, just in case next time we talk you are a spirit, enjoy your life while you still can.
I'm sure you're aware that we just fought
The bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm considering that this a brief respite in adventures. Because the last thing I want to do is destroy another cart full of cabbages.
I guess I'll just leave that to you then, boy. I gotcha. Anyway, I best be off.
You journey safe. and I shall keep my head on my shoulders.
That would be a good move.
My head of cabbage.
Also, for the record, be careful who you slight and who you don't. Be careful who you choose first and who you choose last. That means a lot to people in certain places now. May your beer be the appropriate temperature for the type of beer. And your spirits on the rocks. And he tootles out of the room.
I give him the typical dwarven salute.
He looks at you and goes, I swear they added more to that after. Anyway. He just sort of begins dissipating into like fairy light colours, like just.
After he's gone, I yell out at the door, "If you'd only come in and have a conversation, I wouldn't have to talk to myself, you know."
A plate is slid under the door. It has your rations for the day on it. I call it rations to be polite. You're given slop.
I thank the guard and I say, I'm just doing a crossword. 4 letters, a thing that goes on your foot, ends in T.
Boot, thud. Oh.
Thank you.
Bastard.
I then begin to eat my slop.
This alignment changes to chaotic good.
Okay.
Do you have anything else on it? If you want something else, by all means, now is the time.
I'm changing to chaotic.
The hummingbird nods approvingly before settling on the tree in your arm. I say settling. The hummingbird normally sleeps in one particular manner. This hummingbird has gone like torso down, like tongue lolling out of its mouth. It's like you can hear it wheezing as it drunkenly snorts.
Well, I make sure that that the potted plant is. Well, I just poke around in the soil just to agitate some of the natural fly that will live within the soil, just to make sure that there's some movement of life in there.
There is.
And with that, I am content. Red Sam will eat, meditate, and continue planning.
Fair. And we will cut to Xanth's hospital room, where we have Xanth in a bed, Xanthus, and Alice.
Hi.
We just burned a letter.
Oh, yes. And there's a dragonborn in our room.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome. There's no knocking anymore then, huh?
No.
Nope.
Good to know. I'm just gonna walk around this room naked. That should deter people.
The dragon just blinks.
Can I help you?
No.
Your input is valuable as ever?
I'll be honest, I've walked into the room and completely forgotten why I came in here.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, if you walk back out, get back.
If we walk back out, you'll
the
probably
corridor,
remember.
Figure out why you're here.
Could you not?
I think I'll do that.
I'll come back later.
Remember to knock!
No.
I'll do it again.
You're all just squishy weirdos to me.
Oh.
The Dragonborn just leaves. Dragonborn forgot what he was doing there.
Excellent.
It's almost like the DM didn't write his notes properly.
It sounds like the DM has been plotting like the next 500 steps, and may or may not have forgotten the positioning of every NPC he has to manage in a city of several million.
That's fair.
Dude, it's because Xanth had his dick out. That's why you forgot.
Seriously, it's the only time.
I feel like that's getting cut.
That's
I feel like that might be getting cut.
That's
It
good.
doesn't break sense.
Awesome!
Rules in the UK.
Magic! Okay, that's fine.
So, the three of you are in this room. The dragon was like, I don't fucking know why I came in and closes the door.
Oh, boy. Yeah?
So, let me get this right. The Prince Consort of Masonair is currently babysitting the Guildhall.
Yes.
And
Seems like.
his mother?
His wife.
Wife. Yes, Prince Consort. I knew that. His sister is summoning us. That's terrifying.
No, the sisters down taking care of shit going on down at the capital and soundstage.
Yeah, but the wife summoning us.
Is
That's terrifying.
Summoning us.
Being summoned by the Queen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Of a different
are you
country.
surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Sorry.
A little bit.
Another country today came here and gave me advice for a case of beer.
Right. This whole city life and interacting with people isn't really my strong suit. I lived in the woods for like 26 years.
Well,
This is weird.
many things will be weird to you then.
I looked at Alice and be like, I've been here only slightly longer than you, and this is weird.
She kind of counts on her fingers. She's like, I've been here like 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
This is terrifying.
I mean, to be fair, it's usually slower than this.
It's been kind of busy.
I like to hope so. I kind of hoped you wouldn't fight dragons on a daily basis.
Considering dragons are supposed to be experienced, we do seem to run into them an awful
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Like, I've met that red dragon like 3 times now.
And wasn't
Twice.
there a Dracolich or a Shadow Dragon or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Met a Dracolich.
Oof.
They're not fun, by the way. You should know.
I couldn't imagine. I don't think any dragons are.
Ross, I didn't happen to run into any, like, weird Dracolich shit while I was in captivity, did I?
Nope. Bargo was
Okay.
the only dragon you had any in contact with.
Until the red. Gotcha. Okay.
I've met one nice dragon, but I won't talk about that.
Mm.
Nice
So.
dragons?
Yes, but I said I will not talk about that.
Okay.
Right. Where are we and what do we have left to do?
I need to take...
But you
I
signed
still
up
have
with
your
the
letter. Yes, we signed up with the guild.
Good.
And
The Prince Consort
oh,
may or may not have recognized me.
Oh? I don't think we've met him before.
You haven't met him.
Then why would... Did you meet him before you joined us?
No. Do you remember that time we got attacked by the rugs and building the stage and all of a sudden I disappeared?
I mean, I don't remember you disappearing because I was kind of...
Well, you were in the middle of that. Well, I wasn't there, and then I came back after the battle. I might have met him and the queen.
Oh. So... You're the reason we're being summoned by a queen then.
We don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Shut up,
Well,
Simon.
that's something. We'll have to deal with that after.
Right. I'm gonna go take your letter to the couriers.
Good. I wish to meet with him the Lord tomorrow.
Wait, wouldn't it be faster if I just took it?
I mean, I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, I could make sure it gets to him.
I mean, how many times can you dimension door?
Have we slept?
No.
Since yesterday she has.
But she dimension door she dimension door to get here.
Okay.
With
She's not
Alice.
slept since last session because she was stood up talking.
I still have 2 left.
I mean, if you think that is fine, then go ahead, but if not...
I'll figure it out.
I intend to meet with him tomorrow. And show him the hospital. Make some inquiries. I met with the matron mother this morning, and I went to mass. I spoke with the people there.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow they will be coming by our tavern and asking to use the back room.
Okay.
I will be requesting from the Lord a commoner from one of the guards for them to speak to regarding their treatment by the dwarves. Many of them are injured.
Oh. I see where this is going.
Yes, we reduce the number of fanatics in the room.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, it would probably put pressure on the other dwarves that they have not been as clean cut as they would like on foreign soil. Which I'm sure would not go well. Would be done well with the
right
here.
Yeah.
Which gives them more room to politically maneuver and tell them to fuck off.
Good call.
But I think it is time we got to know the Lord anyway.
Mm.
Are you heading
Okay.
back to the tavern after you do the letter thing?
Hold on. I took notes on this.
Morales?
I will, or can go back to the tavern.
I kind of need to ask Chris a question.
Okay, is that a question you would like him to come here for, or a question you would like me to pass a message on?
Ask him and just tell me when you next see me.
Okay.
Could you ask if I'm actually a citizen of this city?
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
I mean, I could ask.
I mean, technically I'm still a child, but I also own a business.
Do you want me to get him to sort it out if you're not?
Please.
Okay.
I mean, I also own like a business in Northdale, a hospital, a school.
Do you pay taxes?
Chris takes care of it. I presume so.
Right.
Blitz. You reach the temple.
And I'll jog straight in. Boys!
You're the Dragonborn, you're like, yo, as you run past them.
Yo.
I've broken a sweat. My dreads are all sort of like flopping around everywhere.
Reach the doorway to Zant's hospital room.
Okay. And I'll open it.
Blitz bursts in.
Seriously, I'm going to start getting naked when I'm in this room.
Why don't
Encourage
you
you
just
all to
lock
knock.
the door?
I can't find the key.
Have you asked for that?
No.
I got some great news.
You do.
I'm going to need to sit down for this, aren't I?
Yes.
That's six.
Okay. So my brother Rickland is on his way.
Actually, that does not surprise me.
Okay.
Wait, brother?
Well, you know, like we both. He has a dad. I worship the dad, but the dad and me are we're like this. We're really close. So,
I mean, so do I. But I don't. Oh God.
You're like a sister, brother.
I don't think that's how that works.
Are we like a family? Yes.
Just go with it, Atentis.
I'm going. I'm gonna go deliver your letter.
Before you do that,
I'm done with this.
I have even more exciting news.
Oh God!
In 2 days' time, we have been requested by the Queen of this country to meet on her yacht. So all we have to do now is show this letter to the people that are running this thing and say, if we don't get Wrexham to come with us, their heads will be chopped off. It's simple. We've rescued him in one fell swoop. Signed, the Queen.
Can I see the letter?
There you go.
I read the letter.
What you're given. is a very formal document that is clearly written in polite language that while they're requesting your presence, it is essentially, you aren't given an option, it says you will attend no later than.
Is it like, you said, because when you said day after tomorrow. So I think by the end of tomorrow night, not in 2 days.
They've been asked to attend the evening tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. By the end of tomorrow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We could go today. Would that do? But I want to take Retsam.
I think you all need to go shopping first.
Alice looks down at her traveller's scrub.
This is formal wear.
I'm going to look down at your nudity and say, I think you need to go shopping
I
first.
haven't actually got naked yet.
Oh, sorry.
He's still considering these options in this.
You know, Zansk, I was going to offer to go to the tailor after I was done with your letter. He is?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I wanted the new coat. And the date.
Forgot about that.
I'm sure there must be other tailors in the city.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get something off the rack, though, I think.
Oh, God. That's so hard.
You are really short.
Yeah.
Formal wear. I can still wear trousers.
And I don't know how to shop.
It's all right. Gnomes are rust. They're just right for you. Okay.
Damn it. I'm leaving.
What are we going to do?
I don't think we can take Retsam with us. I think we'll have to make our apologies for him.
Does this... I don't
I'm pretty
understand
sure
this.
she's here because of us. So I'm pretty sure she's aware of the situation.
Mm.
Okay, we need to get a message to Retsam to let him know at least that we're doing stuff and that more people are showing an interest in everything that's happening now.
I will send Flicker.
Flicker.
There's a polite...
I'm going to turn around.
There was a dwarf leaning into the doorway, which is still open for when Blitz has burst
What
in.
dwarf?
Dwarf. A female dwarf.
I'm going to turn around to the female dwarf and say, you heard nothing.
I heard just enough to know you wanted to pass a message to my brother.
We have ways of doing that.
Wait,
So do I.
what?
This
She
will be
smiles.
Retsam's sister.
Yes.
Did we not tell you she was here?
I did.
At
can't
this
remember
point,
if I
I
told you
don't
or
know.
Can you get us all in to see Retsam?
There's a lot going on right now.
You get a message to him. I can't smuggle people in there.
Are we sure it's her?
I don't know. They all look the same.
Please don't take offense to this.
Listen, a lot's happened the last few days, okay? I'm
But
sorry.
I will send a message myself. At very worst, I will go see him myself.
Sorry, and you've come here for what reason, sister of Retsam? What's your name?
Mead.
That sounds appropriate, actually, knowing Retsam. He's a drunk.
I always thought it reflected more poorly on our parents. But
No.
regardless.
Well, he's not a drunk. He's just very happy when he's got beers. Happier.
Yes, that's called dwarven culture.
Oh.
Is this room accessible from outside?
No.
That is a shame. Mouse, it is.
I can't remember if Alice was given a description of Mead or not. Because she did ask. I can't remember what Stone said. Other than chaotic.
To put it very bluntly, none of you have any reason to trust me. I've given you my name, but you don't know who I am, really.
I really don't, yeah.
Which is why, no offense, we won't be asking you to courier messages.
I know how to find out. I'm just going to step out into the hallway and look for someone who's a paladin priest-looking person.
There is a very drunk-looking clergyman, just like
Forget
on the
that.
bench.
All right, then. I'm going to come back in. Forget my idea. It was crap anyway.
We can just send Flicker with a message.
Are you in the dog? The blink dog?
Yes.
The one that's been terrorizing all the dwarves.
I have no idea what you're on about.
You realise through their drills they have to, and like the trainees at the very least, have to say which piece of equipment they're donning and doffing at any given point, so they do it in the correct order.
Oh, this just makes my day.
She smiles. I thought it might.
Whether you are Red's sister or not, you have brought joy to this dwarf, to this drow.
I was going to say, you're a very funny-looking dwarf.
It's been a very long day. I'm still in a lot of pain, okay?
She points at Xander. She's a bit short for our kind, but I can see why my brother makes a comparison. She smirks.
What comparison?
Xander, sorry,
Tiny
tiny dwarf.
It's Ret Sam's sister.
You know what? I trust you a little bit more.
Fair enough.
Nobody else calls me that.
He has a rather delightful companion with him, though. A little hummingbird.
Did we see that before he was arrested?
Yes, it was
Okay,
in the
yeah.
tavern.
What kind of hummingbird?
It's a hummingbird.
Alice will describe the hummingbird as only a nature nerd can.
Would that
She
be...
keeps looking at you. Do I need to reiterate? I come from underground, and a hummingbird is a fucking hummingbird to me.
I mean,
Right.
I'm drow. I know what a fucking hummingbird
But you're
is.
also a druid.
Mead?
With the head cock and everything?
Yes, sassy little shit. Yes.
So you've wandered into this room to give us some information about how to rescue your brother, correct?
No.
I think she just said that she was willing to take a message for us.
How does she know to come here to take a message for us?
I mean, we're not quite...
Why are you here?
She probably knows who to look for.
There
It's
you
not like
go.
we don't stand out at all. Tiefling, drow, tiny dwarf, human with a big bow that moves like lightning.
The bow's response in your head, Alice, is, I am perfectly proportioned for my job. Thank you very much.
Alice just smirks.
It's not like we, blend.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, Alice could if she tried.
I wasn't going to say that to you, but if he says it, yeah, it's pretty much that.
How
I feel
can
like we're not hard to find.
Okay, so right, how can we help you, Mead?
What? I came here to help you.
But you didn't know we needed help. Or you just walked into a room.
Can I make a point? You're friends with my brother. You always need help.
Blitz.
Wow.
That's pretty insightful.
I've never been so offended by something I agreed 100% with.
You know how Resum just goes and helps people even though they don't ask for it?
Yes.
Don't draw that comparison.
I think it's
Don't
a
draw that
family
comparison. Don't draw that comparison.
I see the resemblance now.
Oh, I fucking regret coming to help you guys.
That's what you get for
well,
being
most of the
sassy.
Don't
Alice.
be like that. We have to live with him.
Okay,
Alice in Dwarvish would just ignore him.
right. So,
The dwarven response is, I'd love to, but he's kind of loud.
here's what you need to tell Retsam. There's a lot of people that are interested. We might be getting murdered later when we go on a boat. And,
I don't think we're being invited to be murdered.
okay,
Why would that be the first job?
I don't
I
know
mean,
what would be the first job.
Can't
It could be
beheaded
one of the
by
jobs.
The royals, if you're not in front of the royals.
Okay, right. So, just tell Retsam something else then.
Cool. Okay, I'll tell him something else from Blitz.
No. Right. Just tell him,
She smiles.
Rickland's son is turning up to assist.
Who?
Rickland?
She don't have this conversation with him.
Oh,
No. Okay, I'll shut up then. Zansk will take over.
No,
You can tell
Retsam
Retsam from me that there's a really
I
nice
can. You're
song.
different species.
Oh, I see the wit there, and I smell the shit there. Okay, this is what you need to tell him. So shish, listen, zzz, okay? Tell your spitting image of a brother, okay? Because you do look like him a lot now.
Wait 1 second.
What?
What is your full name?
Oh boy. She sighs. Do I have to?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
You will not take any message, and I cannot trust you unless I can verify who you are.
Can I tell just you?
No,
Fuck you.
I need to know now.
The show.
You really don't.
I really want to.
There's a difference
You have to
between
give
I
me some
want
small
to and I
message in
need
life.
to.
I need to
I can see
then.
my screen.
Ross's face slides over to the other side of the screen.
Oh,
Claire just turned her monitor off.
Oh.
She walks very
Whoops.
carefully over to Zad's bed. She leans down.
Gonna listen really hard.
She covers her mouth like this, and
Yeah.
Gonna do this with my ears.
and just whispers her full first name to.
I'm trying to listen
Zad's.
as hard. I
Roll me a
really,
perception check.
absolutely.
It's a really high perception check.
I don't care. I
It's
really
really
want
high
to hear.
DC.
I'm really bad. There's a dog.
Passive 17.
Claire,
Mhm.
can I have the spelling of that from Silent, please?
Oh, God.
Because I can't spell it. Sorry, son. I did remember. I just can't for the life of me spell it. So I'm very glad you put it in front of me.
Well, there is an umlaut, so
Yeah,
There you go.
thank you.
But whilst he's doing that, Xanax will turn to Blitz. You can go with your message now.
Okay.
She's who she says she is.
That's what you hear, Alice.
Okay.
Sorry, Blitz, you did not roll high enough to.
No, that's fair enough.
Alice just smiles and leans
I-
against the wall.
All right. Mead. Ioka. Child of
Just
dwarves.
because that's your standard
Ow.
performance as mediocre.
I'm just guessing at your name because I didn't hear you.
She
Okay.
is sassy as fuck. Holy shit, I like her.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
the description I was given was chaotic, so
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, really? He described as chaotic, did he? We'll be having words.
Can you just tell him that we're working on our as well as we can at the
I
moment?
certainly can do. That's not a
If
problem.
you shut up, then I can give you the rest of the message.
If you stop
Okay.
pausing for so long and actually got on with it.
She's got
I
a
got-
point there.
I got to introduce you to a little drow girl. I would just sit there. I would pay to watch you talk to each other, at each other. Right. So tell him we're doing the best that we can. We have some big guns coming in. Oh no, big swords, I guess, because we wouldn't have guns. We have some big swords turning up to assist, and we're going to be hopefully meeting a monarch to talk to on his behalf.
Cool. Is that everything?
Yeah, well done for keeping quiet.
Was a challenge. Well, that's my quota of giving a shit. Cool.
Okay.
What's your real name? I need to sing about you. So I'll ask your brother when he gets out. He'll owe me.
He knows if he discloses my name, he'll lose more of his beard because I'm going to go shave part of his fucking beard off.
Oh, God.
He should not have disclosed my full first name.
I'm
Fair,
guessing that mistake has been made in the past.
Oh, yes.
in his defense,
There is none?
to me. But without the fear of being stabbed in the back.
Fine. It's to be fair, he probably still has that fear because our brother has a penis.
I can relate. Except I
Anyway,
dealt with mine.
I will
Oh!
deliver a message, and I will not shave the entire, just the mustache. I'll just take the mustache.
Oh.
To be fair, can you not tell him it was me who caused this? I mean, I was broken. I'm injured, look. I tend to. He's like...
He's on that many painkillers, he has no memory of what just happened.
I was also very drunk.
Okay, Xanax, can you see this face?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it gives a shit?
More than you let on.
Fuck you. She turns around and walks out.
Oh, and if you've heard the song that I wrote about him, that's been chorused around the town, can you repeat it to him to give him a little bit more oomph and hope?
No, because I'll mistranslate it. She walks out of earshot.
Not a musician.
No. But if you heard right, sometimes you sing, it's for the best.
Shots fired, motherfucker.
Yeah. So what are we going to do?
Well, tomorrow, you three are going shopping.
Well, can't I just go into the church and ask them to give us some clothing?
No.
What time of the day is it?
I think it was like early evening.
Mm-hmm. You're pushing later into the day now because somebody went to an early morning, like late night, early morning mass, and then you've had the day, and then you went to the guild. You are pushing early evening. It's probably about time for you guys to have dinner, really, and think about, beering it up. I guess as a standard thing you guys do on a regular basis.
I'll meet you guys back at the tavern or back here. I don't know. I have some stuff I gotta send out.
Why don't you guys retire for the evening? Let's take stock. Talk to some of the companies tomorrow. I'm gonna meet the Lord in the morning in the hospital. I have clothes which would be suitable.
Once again, on the subject of suitable clothes, do I have to wear a dress?
No.
Good.
Formal is... You are still a Tartan adventurer. I don't think a queen would expect any less. But I will fish out 10 gold from my pocket and give it to Azantis. And please make sure it's suitable.
I will accept and be like, we'll do it first thing in the morning.
And did I ask you about talking to some of the businesses, like the chocolate and the...
Yes.
Blacksmith?
Yes.
You're doing that?
Yes.
I think it is good that this Prince Regent will talk on Red Sam's behalf. I have a plan, but it's not something I wish to discuss whilst we are here. And people walk into my room.
That's fair enough. I hope it works because I love it when a plan comes together. Shall we go?
Zensk, do you have anything, any like symbol or anything that might grant you faster access to some of the higher ups here?
Do I?
You have one thing.
What's that?
Which will be in your inventory from many, many, many moons ago. You have a letter that was originally granted to you by the previous queen.
I do.
Granting you disposition to investigate a particular matter.
Do I still have it? He fishes into his bag and pulls out a piece of parchment. And this is kind of the closest I have.
It might help.
This is always from the queen.
The former queen.
No, it was from the original. It was from her.
It was from the other queen.
Was it?
Yep. Failure ascended after
queen's mother.
This is issued.
It's why we came here in the first place, actually.
Of course. May I borrow it?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Oh, when the big guard came along to the pub, Chris was kind of shitting bricks, which is kind of strange for him because he said there's going to be too many eyes on him. So just so that you're aware of that, things have got to go smoothly without too many incursions on the law, I guess.
Alice mutters various profanities in various languages under her breath.
We are just meeting someone. Why do you guys put so much stock in it?
It's someone that can kill us without even lifting a hand. I just go kill that one. I don't know.
Quietly in the back of your mind, the fact that you insulted a wizard the other day, just it pops back into your brain.
Wizard. It's not queen.
Except he's equivalent to another country's king.
Oh.
And then you insulted his wife.
Oh, yeah. And I've graffitied in a dragon's cage. Oh, I've done some bad things, I think. Oh, well.
You did some hella funny things.
I think...
They are no different from other people.
I may be about to die, but it was hella entertaining on the way up here.
Okay.
Boy, have I got a story to tell God on how I died this time.
I guess I don't need to change for anyone. You're right. That's perfect. I will be me. Thank you for having the faith to make sure that you wanted to know that I had to be me. Yes.
It is, they're just like others. Other people, you just, if you are unsure or uncertain, just don't say anything.
Oh, I keep my mouth shut as per normal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I find that particularly effective.
There you go.
Okay, I will bear that in mind. Well, I really want to get Ratsam out. When is this trial? How many days away?
I was going to inquire. I was hoping that one of the paladins of Gond would talk to me and tell me.
Should we go find one before we all disperse?
If I run into one, I'll let you know.
Send them back here. I promise I won't get naked for at least 10 minutes.
Okay. Right, okay.
It's to stop people barging into my room, Blitz.
I don't know if you're wanting me to stay to wait for the paladin or leave before the show happens. Like,
go back, have food, have beer.
So paladin's going to turn up and you're going to be there, swinging in the wind. I'm out of here. I will speak to you later. I'll come with you. Azantis.
What?
No, I'm gonna come down with you, unless you decide to run off again. Alice, what are you doing?
I probably would have run off. No, not yet. I'm just going to the couriers. I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Alice, what about you? Are you hanging here?
I'm gonna speak to Zansk, and then I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
All right then. Right, just so you know, Rickland's going to be there, or might be there, or might be arriving at some point.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I'll introduce you. He's a smashing guy.
I'll fill you in a minute.
Okay.
He's not smashing.
I will meet you back at the tavern.
He's kind of strict, but he's a good guy. Okay, I'll see you guys later then. Unless I see a paladin.
Okay.
So you guys head off in different directions. Some of you staying where you are.
Yeah.
One of you heads to the local couriers. One of you heads to the pub, I guess. One of you contemplates their existence in their lovely vacay chateau-let that's underground. And two of you remain in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might be getting a little annoyed at us for continually splitting the party, guys. It's been like most of the last.
I can't tell. I can't tell with the face.
I think
Aren't
it's
you?
a huge look of disappointment right now. I can feel it through the computer.
It's not disappointment. This is resignation now.
Wait till we start doing our own adventures in different places.
Oh shit!
No, someone gets fucking teleported across the fucking world again.
I've still got the candy in my bag. You want to try me?
There was a 3% chance that would happen.
Yeah, I know. I really don't intend to do that again. And yeah,
So
that's a bad idea.
Blitz, you walk out of the room. You see as Antis is just leaving the temple ahead of you. She's just gone. She doesn't slow down, just gone.
Okay. Look for a nearest paladin or someone who is not a drunk cleric.
There is... You're in the Temple of God, mate. Good luck. You can see several... And they look to be armoured figures. You're not sure if they're paladins or knights or whatever, but they are like armed holy people that are around the place. And most of them are dragonborn.
Yeah, if they're
There's
in...
a couple of humans.
My understanding is if they're in here, then they're good guys. So just walk up to one. I need to know when the... Oh, I know your face. What's your name? I've forgotten it. I want to sing about you.
Thomas.
Okay, Thomas. You know that Retsam's here, and he's going to be tried soon. Which day will that happen on? Or how many days away from now?
So it wouldn't be tomorrow. It wouldn't be the day after tomorrow. It would be the day after that. At the latest. As per their cultural dictations.
So chances are it won't be asked before then?
All that entirely depends on whether or not they... I'll be honest, I'm not over familiar with the Dwarven way of thinking, but they like to have time to collate their arguments. So I think the 3 different clans that are here are taking their time to look over what's happening, and they're arguing, essentially.
Brilliant. Thomas. You are a good person. I can see that. Are you able to pass that message on to Zantz? Because I'm on a mission, a very important mission right now to obviously clear Retsam. Would you do that for me, please?
Yes.
And I will leave you in peace.
Just for that great boon, I will indeed do as you have asked.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I just want to go to bed.
Since the last thing that I heard from Zansk was that he would be naked in 10 minutes, I'm going to ask the paladin to go there in about 15 minutes. Don't bother knocking.
If you're trying to deceive the paladin, please roll me a deception check.
I'm not trying to deceive the paladin. I'm asking him to go in 15 minutes.
As much as I hate to say it, he's really not.
The paladin just nods. Okay.
Thank you, Thomas. You are a true gentleman, and you'll meet a true gentleman when you go in there. And I will leave to go to the pub.
Okay. Azantis, you have just out of the temple. You are making a beeline for your objective.
Yes, that I am. All right. So originally I was told to just hit up the couriers and tell them to deliver this. It seems kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering where I might find this individual if I were to want to take it myself.
You are trying to take something to the Lord of the City, who by definition is probably living in the noble quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, as you're walking down the main street of the Temple District, you can see the noble quarter. It's essentially an upper raised wing over the district you guys are in, like as the where the tavern is, but it's sort of off to the other side of the city.
I'm gonna head in that direction.
Okay, you can actually just about make out the Lord's manor sat on the hill.
Okay.
You head up there. You head past the tailor's house, who's also the tailor's place is based here. It's shut.
Damn it.
Moving quickly, you get to the manor. There's a pair of what looks to be like rather well-to-do guards stood outside the sort of the front door of the place. It looks more like it might once have been like a functional property, but now it looks much more like it's being used as like a government house. Like it is where the Lord happens to live, but that's the secondary purpose to it being the center of government.
Yeah.
So there's a pair of guards by the front door, which is shut, and you see other guards patrolling. And as you approach, the 2 guards just sort of looking at you.
Okay, so I'll walk up. I'm gonna pull the letter that Xantz gave me just before I left. I'm gonna have that out.
Mm-hmm.
And as I walk up, I'm going to hold it out for them. Pardon me, gentlemen, I have a very urgent letter for the Lord of the City.
They sort of look at each other. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh.
They look at you,
Spicy.
they look at the parchment, and they're like, the Lord's Manor and the centre of government is closed. If you wish to personally drop off a letter for his lordship's attention, you may come through the gates tomorrow morning, along with everybody else who wishes to pass on messages to the Lord, and it will be taken in amongst the other posts first thing in the morning.
Any way you could get this to him tonight, and I'll pull the letter out. It's from Zansk. He really needs to speak with him.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Oh shit. Hold on.
That's the sound of every player rolling. Oh shit.
No. That was the sound of accidentally clicking the wrong thing and exiting out the window.
Oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me. Sorry, just
That's
I don't think you want.
sound of bullshit happening. Come on, load back in, please. Please.
And
Please.
this is sound of players crying when roll 20 takes a million years to load.
Borderline tears right now.
Oh no, at least you don't have to join 20 minutes before the game.
Yeah. It's not
That
so
was
much an issue anymore.
They sort of just look at you, Xanthus, and like, the Lord's Manor is closed, and his lordship will not show favoritism between different members of the community. As such, is to be biased and thus intrinsically incapable of correctly carrying out his duties any further.
Ross, I'm really upset.
I can't help how poorly you rolled your dice.
The RNG gods are upset with me for making fun of Claire earlier today.
Post can be deposited at the front desk first thing in the morning.
Zensk isn't going to be happy. All right. See you tomorrow. I'm going to walk off. I'm very upset. I guess I'm going to head to the couriers then. Fuck. That didn't go well at all.
So you head back down to the middle, sort of the central district of the city, the middle level. And it takes you a minute to find them, but tucked next to the guard post, is a very small building that just has couriers written across the top in basically it's a wooden board with red paint that's been used to spell couriers. They spelled couriers incorrectly.
Oh, no. I'll try the door.
It pushes open. You just hear from the front desk, where it looks like a halfling has fallen asleep over the desk.
I'll walk up to the front desk. Can I wait? Is it halfling-sized front desk or regular-sized front desk?
It's halfling-sized front desk.
Oh, okay, so this should be easy. Is there a bell?
Yep, the guy is currently using it as a pillow. Don't ask me how that works, but he's doing it.
Muttering to herself. She's gonna on the desk, right in front of his head.
I'm awake. I definitely wasn't asleep on the job. Nope, not me. I don't sleep. I'm constantly awake because coffee is the wonderful thing. Coffee is the miracle drink. Hi.
Can I get you another cup?
That probably would be a good idea. Actually, I'm pretty sure I may go mad.
Okay.
I'll also begin repeating myself again.
I'm really impressed with your resourcefulness.
I'm really impressed at your ability to try and sound like you're saying a compliment to me while really thinking about insulting me for sleeping on my job.
No, I've never seen anybody use a metal bell as a pillow before. It's rather fascinating.
My parents told me I could sleep anywhere. He has like a bell indent in his cheek.
Resourceful. It's a good trait to have.
He wasn't very comfortable.
No, I would imagine not.
So, do you letter delivered?
As soon as possible.
Is it a standard parchment letter, or is it a packet? Is it one of the larger canvases that they utilize, like the vellum? Is it parchment as a vellum? Is it a parcel? Is it, is it just...
I'm going to pull it out and set it on the desk.
Oh, it's just a piece of parchment rolled up with a nice little seal.
Yeah.
Nice. Where's it going to?
The Lord of the City.
Cool. He takes like a little scroll box out and just stuffs it in, just puts it for the Lord. Except he uses the number and then
right.
The Lord. Then
I'm going to, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pull. Does that cost anything?
Yeah, but it's fine because I know who you are.
Cool. Thank you.
Not a problem. Chris has a standing order with us.
Of course.
Plus, my cousin's the bucket boy, so...
Oh, well. Tell you what. I'm going to pull a gold piece out of my pocket.
Whoa. That's a lot of money.
Listen, it's really important. That needs to get to him as soon as possible.
How do you feel about morally grey legal practices?
The less I know, the better.
I will require 1 gold coin.
And you will get one.
He will wake up with it at his bedside. Do not ask me
Very
how,
well.
I shall tell you no lies.
Them that ask no questions.
You hear he leans over, slams the wall. Timmy, I have a job for you.
Well, at that rate, I will leave you.
As you say that, as you turn around, you hear a little very quiet, yes, it's time.
I feel better already. And I will walk out.
Wanted to break into the Lord's manor.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name talking to the one at the front desk.
The less you know, the better.
You're right. I'm going home.
Good idea.
And I'll walk out. I will walk out.
Did you head back to the tavern?
Stopping at any businesses that may or may not be open. Actually, I should say just may be open. If they're not open, that would be breaking and entering, and that's really bad.
Most of them are shut at this point.
I'm not Blitz.
But then
or
it's more of the breaking rather than the entering, isn't it, really?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so most of them are shut.
I will take some of your shit. I will take some of your shit, Ross. That's why I trash up every NPC, because fuck you.
So the confectionery shop is closed?
It's 7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
A lot of shops are just shut now because people are cooking their dinner and spending time with their loved ones. It's after shopping o'clock as far as the city is concerned.
Of course, but I would at the very least like to have a word with the confectioner.
Okay, you make a stop at the confectionery shop.
Door's locked. Go home.
The door is locked. Roll me a d20.
I'm not breaking in.
I didn't say it was for breaking in.
Okay. You're right. I'm not Blitz.
Blitz gets so much stick for stuff that hasn't quite done yet.
18.
You can see a candlelight flickering inside.
I knock on the door.
You hear a very funny voice go, "We're closed. Please come back
Oh.
tomorrow."
I'm sorry to bother you. It's not about. I'm not actually here for your wares. It's about a friend of ours.
That's just a. Do you want to be more specific? Because I'm looking through distorted glass panes and I can't see who you are.
The jawbreaker that you gave me a few days ago.
She unlocks the door. Came with a warning.
No, it was very intriguing. I'm
How did you like it? She's opened the door like she's looking. How did you like it? What happened?
Maybe we should step inside. It's a bit of a story.
She steps back.
I teleported to another continent.
Technically, there's only a 3% chance of that happening.
Yeah, so I've been told.
I was very careful when I made the solution that made the gobstopper.
Mm-hmm.
Or the jawbreaker, whatever you want to call it. The gobstopping jawbreaker, that would work.
Gobstopper, jawbreaker. It seems to be a regional thing.
Yeah. I mean, you'd know having teleported to another continent.
Yeah.
So where did you end up?
Masonair.
That's a bit of a distance away.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
What, you lived?
Yeah, I sure did. The Monarch is lovely.
Mm-hmm. I'm told she's very nice.
Lovely, i.e. intimidating as fuck.
She's a queen. That's like their modus operandi.
Yeah.
Operandi.
Shut up. It's
plural. Yeah, it was there's stuff that happened that I can't talk about, but I did meet her and she's lovely and scary and yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you get back okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to buy another one?
No, I still have it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's plenty left. I'll be good to go for a while. No, rather, there's something else. The chocolate coins you're making.
The ones for Rexham?
Yes. Well, were you made aware that he's in jail?
I mean, I'd heard a rumor, but I didn't believe it. Why would he be in jail?
Well, apparently some people that he knows are in town and calling him a heretic.
Well, I mean, you have read about the study of Gon's theology, right?
I've heard Redzam talk about it.
So, I mean, technically they're not wrong.
Anyway.
But he's very nice, and they shouldn't be trying him for treason, because everyone can interpret faith in their own way. That's why it's a personal expression.
I didn't say anything about treason? Or was that another rumor as well?
Look, you can't just imprison one of the heroes of the city without people making rumors up.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you weren't wrong, but
I'm not wrong. You don't get as far as I do through school without paying attention to things. Wizard school is an interesting place. You've got to pay attention.
Is that where you learned how to make your gobstoppers?
Yep.
That explains so much.
I mean, Master Redsam's purchases are probably the only reason I've managed to get through school. The commission rate I've gotten from him is quite impressive.
Right.
They're opening up new farms outside of town because of him as well. We had to grow more coca.
Right. Oh, hello.
Coca plants.
All right.
Horses. I was thinking about making a drink too.
That would be very intriguing.
Chocolate plants into a thing. But I want to make a fizzy drink.
Fizzy hot chocolate?
No.
No?
No.
What's your idea?
Make a cold drink.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything can be sweetened with sugar.
Yes.
So what happens if I take tea, let it go cold, and then add lots of sugar, stir it up, and put ice in it? And then, if I enchant the bottles, ooh. She pulls a quill out from the desk and starts scribbling something on her notebook.
Might I suggest a little bit of lemon in the
That's an idea.
tea
That's
with
an idea.
ice?
Got to be careful that the citrus doesn't.
Just a little bit, not too much. We don't want to overpower it.
Then you could do an alternative if you're using flavoring. You could give a peach as well.
Yeah. Or berries.
No,
those go well.
There's only going to be two major flavors. Lemon and peach. That'll be it.
Okay.
Because both of those are a pain to get hold of.
Fair enough.
They'll be exotic and people will buy them.
There's an idea.
Yeah.
There's an idea.
Anyway, sorry, Master Redsam, yes, he is a good person. He has only done good in his time in the city, and that is the important part.
We want to make sure that people are aware of that.
Then you literally only go down to the orphanage and go, how's Redsam done good? They're like, yes, he's given us chocolate.
That's on the list of things to do as well.
Oh, you want local businesses to draw up support for him as well?
Yes.
I see what this is going.
Because the trial will be happening soon.
I know some people.
Very well.
I also know some people who really want to have a polite discussion with these dwarves.
Oh?
Yeah, well, they were mean to people.
Really?
Yeah. The last person who was that mean, well, he tried to kill he tried to kill the old lord. Last I checked, Redsam beat the shit out of him.
Well, it sounds like it was well deserved.
Yeah. I know some people.
I have an idea.
That's dangerous. I said
as
the person who makes magical food, so...
And you're talking to somebody who ate said magical food and found out immediately.
I can't tell which one of us is the bigger idiot.
Let's discuss that later.
Let's not discuss that at all, for fear of what we might discover.
Tomorrow, if any of the people that you know would like to come and report those instances of abuse,
they already know.
Okay. We will have space at the tavern. You haven't seen Amara around, have you?
Yep.
If you happen to see her in the next couple of minutes, let her know I'm looking for her.
One doesn't see Amara until she wants to be seen.
Good to know. Well, I will stop bothering you.
That's okay. I'm only locking up.
Do you need a hand?
No, I'm good, thank you. It's almost pretty done now.
Alrighty.
That's what magic's for.
Of
she
course.
snaps her fingers and things just start stacking themselves back up.
You are
going through school.
You are a fascinating confectioner.
I mean, I just man the front desk. I don't work in the R&D department. I happen to suggest ideas to them and put my name on them. And on top of my commission, I get some patent stuff.
Let me know how the tea comes out.
I will do. Though if half the city explodes, it's definitely not my fault.
Wouldn't dream of considering it.
Not because I'll just blame the Wandering Party again.
And I think at this point, people would just accept it. All right, I'm out.
They wouldn't care.
You have a lovely night.
You too. They're still fixing the sewage system. Goodbye.
We didn't blow the city up that time. That wasn't our fault.
As I'm walking out the door, wait, I haven't heard that story. Right. Okay.
And
I'm gonna
back
yeah.
to Zansk's room.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hello. What is up?
So, I am planning on talking to Chris tomorrow.
Okay.
To see what the dwarves have been up to.
Nothing good.
Exactly. I don't know how much the Queen would have sinned.
How much?
The Queen would have sinned. If she's got her eye on things, that's why Chris is worried.
Chris has contacts throughout the city that,
Morally grey areas?
yes. Red Sim and I look the other way because it is beneficial. And I trust Chris not to be... I trust Chris to act with integrity.
She just nods, and
I am a fairly good judge of character. I had to be.
I mean, you're up here, so yeah, I will. If I find out anything, I will let you know.
Of course. I wasn't wrong in my letter, you know.
I'm still here for a reason.
They won't replace what you've lost, but
I know.
they could be good.
I mean, they're idiots, but
Yeah, but they're funny.
Family usually are.
I mean, if you get Ressam drunk enough, he starts slurring.
See, I tried that once already, and he gave me like one bit of beer, and I don't remember finishing the glass and woke up in my bed.
We do serve good shit.
Yeah. Somewhat
And Blitz,
scary.
He
It was
has a
nice,
mouth,
though.
and sometimes you wish he would not open it, but as always, I don't know. He just reminds me you should relax and have a little fun.
Even if that fun gets you into trouble sometimes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, all I can see is Silent on his back and my cheeks. But if you are more Chris's way inclined, he
Shall I
could be a
shoot
good
him?
mentor. I'm getting notes written to me.
Oh, that's somewhat scary. And the DM's writing notes to players.
Could you
Is Claire trying to decipher his writing?
exactly that bad?
Right. For those of you who don't know, Ross writes like a doctor.
I have
Oh
got.
no, it's worse than that.
His scrawl is indecipherable. He has the uni student scrawl and has never got out of it.
And
And
this
is
is
the
why
only
there is no
person.
world law.
Yeah.
Because I can't
And
read
it-
his writing.
He is the only person that can read his own writing.
That is not true. My boss can read my writing because hers is worse than mine.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But yes.
I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon.
Good.
She pats the bow. She's like, I've got
I'll,
something to pay back at least.
Chris did give you your own room, right?
He did. And the key. You guys forgot.
Well, that's because Chris takes care of that. He keeps writing one word, and I still have no idea what he means. I know what I can read the word, Ross.
Hang on, guys. I'm going to actually
So
spell this
write it
out to you
bigger.
for 1 second.
See, this is why Ross mutes his mic. And it's like sharing secret law stuff.
Mhm.
By secret law stuff, we mean translating his indecipherable scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it in fucking block capitals, guys. It's easy to read.
Not with your handwriting, it's not.
But yes. I think tomorrow night I shall sleep back in the tavern.
Are you going to be able to make it there okay, or are you going to need a hand?
I am going to wait till everyone is gone and try heal my leg. So if I pass out, no one can laugh at me.
I will leave you to it then.
Thank you.
I hope the attempted leg retrieval works.
Me too. These crutches are fine, but they are slow.
About 6 inches too high?
Yes.
Have a good night. And she'll open the door and step out. And close it behind her.
As you begin to walk away, like there's a knight walking down the hall. Like big
You
old
might want to
kite
knock
shield.
on the door.
I had every intention of doing so. Why wouldn't you?
People have been walking in there all day, and he's kind of getting pissed off about it.
Oh, well, that's just rude. Not like that.
And she will continue down the corridor and make her way out of the temple.
There's a Zans, there's a on your door.
Come in.
A knight walks in.
You are my favorite person.
Is this because I knocked on the door?
Yes.
I'll have to have a word with some people in this cathedral about their etiquette. Again.
How can I help you?
I was asked to pass along a message by one... Blitz. That was his name.
Okay.
About the location, about the time of the heresy trial.
Oh, do you know when it will be?
In about 3 days.
And will it be held here?
Probably.
Thank you.
Cool.
You should tell the others that they should knock, because I'm going to be naked for the rest of the evening.
You realise you have a do not disturb sign on the table here, right?
Do you know how much hassle it is to get up, walk over there on one leg, get the sign, walk over there, move the heavy door, put the... That's like an hour's work.
Would you like me to put on your door handle for you?
Please. I'm still going to be naked, though. You should tell them. Safety measure.
As he picks up the do not disturb sign, he writes on it in with chalk, "Is naked," and then opens the door, hangs it up, and just leaves.
Before Zansk actually strips,
Yeah.
I will summon Flicker.
How?
Flicker! I put my hand above my head and go, boot!
A boot bounces off your forehead.
No, I have my hand there.
Yep, it's still heat on the forehead.
Oh,
And
dog.
the dog
Sit.
just appears on the foot of your bed. It just sits there.
I need you to go to Red Sam in a second. And I will cast Animal Messenger.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
Fucking limited words. And I should have thought
That's
of this.
3 of them.
No.
Or
Trial in hand. Am alive.
That's 2. Am alive.
Yeah, so trial in hand. Am alive.
Okay.
Guild talking. Fanatics less. Blitz behaving himself.
Can you insight Animal Messenger?
it's repeated in their own voice as spoken, so yes.
Meeting Lord will try to see you tomorrow. Zansk.
The dog just looks at you, waits to be told to actually go.
Go on then.
Flicker disappears. Red Sam, a blink dog, skitters to a stop next to you. It looks at you and you just hear the exact thing Zance has just said being magically repeated to you.
The Dansk say,
Fuck you.
fuck you.
That is all. Good day. I'm not repeating what Claire just said verbatim. I'm sorry.
I don't need verbatim.
Basically,
You would have heard what Claire
Trial
just
in
said
hand.
verbatim.
am alive. Blitz behaving himself. Gilda talking. And I can't remember what else I said.
Blitz behaving himself.
I'm pretty sure he wrote it down. As you said it the first time.
Also,
Probably.
yes, Clive. No respecto.
Is that a spell? No respecto.
That's exactly how you're supposed to read it.
That's he knows that Red Sam would worry that Blitz is being mouthy, trying to get his way.
To be fair.
Retzam would expect Blitz to be mouthy. In the best possible way, it's an expectation.
And
Blitz,
it
you
is,
become predictable.
in the best possible way.
No, he's grown as a character, but he is still mouthy as fuck.
Mhm.
Especially when stressed.
So, the blink dog is looking at you, wagging his tail. There's a momentary pause as the ear twitches. The dog just looks at you, and you get the impression the dog is just saying, I have to go. The word has been spoken.
Red Sam nods.
The blink dog disappears.
I like to think they all have like a time they all go to bed, all the doors, and all of a sudden there's just like this. Boop, 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 boop,
Just in a great line, like dominoes, just going up and down.
In fairness, it's what they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
To get booted in the head.
Boots, 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 boots,
The sandstone
boots.
strips.
Nice. Okay.
It's his new defense mechanism.
So, being naked. So, Blitz, you, after your interaction with the Night Paladin person, you are actually going to be the first to rock up at the tavern. You push the door open. The two weird elves are behind the bar, but there is someone sat there in front of them.
Oh shit!
Is it my guess?
It is. You see his shock of white hair. You see the leather strap hanging around his neck where his goals. He's actually not wearing a huge amount of holy man attire. He's actually dressed rather casually.
Oh, I'll just go and sit next to him. Can I buy you another?
I mean, you were paying for my first one anyway.
Would you like
Sorry,
another?
I would. Sorry, my anger is not directed at you. You were just the first person to walk into the room.
Okay. Right. Do you want to talk in here or do you want to talk upstairs?
Here works.
Sorry?
Here works.
Okay. I'm going to look around just survey everyone. Right. So I basically contacted you because, well, I guess you know what's happened recently here. With Red Sam.
I have a few suspicions, primarily that someone has allowed another faith to occupy one of the grand cathedrals of my faith, and has then in turn allowed it to be used as a prison.
Which is exactly what I was going to say.
Don't try and lie to me.
I'm not. I would have thought of that eventually, and I would have told you. Or someone.
Blitz, roll me a religion check.
This is not going to go well. 14.
It's odd. Now you're sat next to Ricklin, it very much feels like there's something. It's almost like you can feel an energy coming off of him. It's odd, but it's very much it tingle. It appeals to that sense of you that same feeling of energy when you bring down your weapon with smite and when you're channeling divine magics.
Okay.
Very much it feels a similar thing.
You're
It's
not
just
happy,
rolling
are
off
you?
of him. That's putting it very mildly.
Okay. We're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And for the services that he's done to, I guess, Queen and country,
To be frank, if I might be so bold, I don't give a shit about Queen and Country.
Fair enough.
What I give a shit about is the church.
And I'm getting to that bit.
That should be your primary focus, given your faith.
His God. Okay. Well, we're talking about Retsam. We're not talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know where my loyalty lies. Otherwise, I would be off doing horrible things to people. So, and I'm not. I'm nice now.
Do you want the air quotes actually gestured, or would you like to continue talking that way?
Nicer.
Okay, better.
Okay.
Good use of language. Good choice.
Thank you. I have become tempered like steel thanks to my friend's ingenuity in pointing me in the right direction. And that's why I need to get Wrexham out. Basically, we're amassing a whole group of people. It's monarchy has turned up. You're here. I understand why you're here, because you're here because of what's happening, the travesty that's happening inside of our church.
It's a cathedral.
Our cathedral.
Sorry, slight difference. There's
I understand that you're pissed. I get it.
It would be like the difference between a church and a cathedral is like saying someone's broken into my house versus someone has invaded my palace.
Okay.
Is sort of the difference in the two.
All right. Well, I'm not even gonna imagine what you're thinking.
I'm thinking I'm either going to go in there and crack some heads, or I'm going to have a good old shouting fest at some pompous fucking dwarf children.
I like the second one, followed by the first one. We need to get him out of there as soon as possible, basically because it's wrong. Which is kind of what we're about, isn't it?
We're about choice and freedom to make those choices. Sometimes those choices have consequences.
Sorry, there is a whining noise. I know what it is. It's a washing machine. No. It's in my place.
I was midway through typing. It sounds like someone's doing laundry.
I'm going to shut some doors, but just let you know. Right, so at the end of the day, they're in your house, and they're doing bad things, and you're aware of this. Our lot are aware of this, and we need to get him off the hook. I do think these dwarves have come in, and they're penalising someone for not believing in the same way or having read the same scripture as they would, which I think is disgusting. What God would not allow choice? His one does. It's gone. Different wheels and stuff.
There are gods that don't allow choice. Either you follow the way they do, or that you die. That's how some of them work. But regardless, your friend should not be in the position he is in because they should not have been able to utilize the cellar levels of our cathedral as a prison in the first place.
We should find out who allowed them.
I know who allowed them.
We should tell them off.
That's why you're going to her boat.
Are you coming with me?
No. Because you do not want to see what happens when a very angry head of a church gets very pissed with a monarch. That is how civil wars happen.
I am a paladin of vengeance. I get it. I have to give her a lesson in manners.
You so much as insult that monarch, I will have you hung, drawn, and quartered.
I will be a paladin of vengeance who is quiet, somewhat.
Be polite. You will make the point that this shouldn't have been allowed. You'll also understand that they put one of our fellow paladins, one of our fellow clergymen, in a very awkward spot. Now, we need to get your friend off the hook, and that is our primary goal, because we will not have innocent blood spilt because of somebody else's fuck-up.
Agreed. What do you want me to do?
You're going to go to Lady Thalia and you're going to very politely stay with your friends and secure her assistance. As pissed as I am with her, those dwarves could start an international war.
So you just want me to hang out with her?
I would like you to help your friend secure her aid in undermining the dwarven position should it come to it.
Help friends.
Your party are in a surprisingly advantageous position in the fact that a lot of people want you alive. A lot of people want you in their good books, or to be in your good books.
Okay.
Xantis, this is about when you walk into the tavern. And as you walk into the tavern, you can roll me a religion check.
Okay. Oh shit, where's my window?
It's wherever you left it.
You're right.
It's on the wall behind you?
Yeah, we can see it. It's hidden by a curtain.
Son of a bitch. I am never doing the roll 20 d20s right before the game ever again.
I told you you'd roll low.
Stop it, Ross.
I warned you.
Fuck off.
As you walk in, it's like walking. It's odd. It's like walking into a sauna. Like the heat rolling up that your body is interpreting, coming off of like in waves off of the figure at the bar next to Blitz is almost unbearable.
Do I recognize the figure at the bar?
I think you've met him.
I've met him once.
Yeah, then you recognize him.
Okay.
This guy is like, it's like meeting your Pope. Except your Pope is literally like Jesus, if that makes sense. He's the head of the church and literally the son of your God. Roll those into one thing and then be like, fuck my life.
Yeah. He doesn't look as dressed up as he was when I first met him.
No, he's looking pretty casual, but he's also looking pretty pissed. Like, majorly fucked off.
So, like, I walk in, Blitz and Ricklin are sitting together, and he looks really pissed.
Mm-hmm. He has the bottle of his father's whiskey in one hand, knocking back shots out of it almost casually.
Right.
And it's almost upsettingly casually drinking this very expensive bottle of whiskey.
Oh, is he, like, drinking right out of the bottle?
Oh, yeah. And
I would think he would be allowed to.
He looks like a spitting image of both of his parents at this point. To anybody
who I've never actually seen.
Interesting.
Mm.
It's very easy to look like, spit image of a drow and a human at the same time.
I was going to say, which one is it?
Oh, he's leaning against the bar while talking to Blitz. He looks pissed off, and he's easily swinging from a whiskey bottle. He looks like both of them.
If he has said anything stupid or untoward, I am terribly sorry, and I'm going to walk up.
I actually agree with a number of things he has said, and while sometimes, from what I'm told, he is incredibly antagonistic towards particular individuals, he's also a paladin of vengeance. He's sort of predestined to be antagonistic and a bit of a prick to people.
The fact that you're not yelling at him for something is really crazy now.
We're all on the same page on this one.
Your friend lives. If a dwarf so much as harms a hair on his head, I will get involved.
I get the feeling you don't necessarily want to get involved.
Oh, I don't, because it's not often that you potentially have to get involved with those who are destined to rule a foreign nation.
Wait, what?
Oh, didn't you know? That's who headed the contingent of dwarves that arrived. 3 of the heirs to the clans of Rockhall.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Is Zansk aware of this?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to Zansk. I literally walked into the city, scared the bejesus out of about 5 people because I happened to be accidentally using passive magic to slam windows shut behind me.
Right.
It's a wonderful spell. And
that it is.
And now I'm here. These 2 lovely elves took one look at me and handed me the bottle of whiskey. Good whiskey, this.
Of course. Right.
Oh, I realise I'm drinking quite a lot of it. It's quite expensive in these parts, isn't it?
have as much as you want. Your dad won't mind.
I'll get you another bottle.
I don't think we're in any position to take it away from you.
I mean, you're not. He swigs it. But equally, I'll get you another bottle. It's fine. This stuff's still only made on my estate, so.
Okay. Very good.
Right, so we're going to go and speak to the Queen. We're going to try and avert a war with the dwarves.
The thing about... So, understand this. Thalia is very much a product of this country. Dragonborn believe in competence. Prove you are competent. And she will listen to you. Zansk, she knows. Zansk had some dealing with her mother, from what I understand. And you've proven through survival that you're relatively competent at dealing with threats that are levied upon places like this. Now, prove you're competent with speech and political warfare, and you might still do fine. For the love of God, don't piss her off.
I can do this.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Blitz. You wouldn't mind me taking a quick shot out of that, would you, Ricklin?
Yeah, empty the bottle.
Thank you. And I'm gonna take a empty shot glass out of my bag and just pour myself one and hand it back to him.
He takes it. He's like, it's sophisticated. He swigs from the bottle. Dad always liked doubles, just as a heads up.
Right.
I think she's big enough for a double.
I resent that remark.
Have another one. And this is where she goes to sleep.
It's just hears this voice in the back of his head just saying, she's a tiny dwarf. She can handle her alcohol.
Okay.
Though I appreciate your faith in the tiny dwarf, I feel like I need my head right now.
I think you do too. Rickland, there should have been a room made for you. I imagine that Chris has already done that. If not, you can have mine.
Don't worry, your Dragonborn friend has already given me appropriate rooms.
Excellent. And, well, we need to get to sleep, I think, because we got a lot of work to do tomorrow.
You see Rickland sort of turns away slightly as if listening to something else. Huh. So
Something
you're
wrong?
in town, are you? I will come for a word shortly.
Oh dear.
Sorry, sending is an interesting spell.
Okay.
Alice, you left the temples, didn't you, to come back toward the tavern? Pardon?
She did.
It's about this time you walk in. You see a half drow, a tiefling, and a tiny dwarf at the bar.
She walks in. Hi. And then as she goes sits at the bar, she has no clue because Xanth didn't explain.
Xanthus looks particularly perturbed.
What's up, tiny dwarf that's kind of a dragon?
Rick just looks at Xanthus, looks at Alice, looks at Xanthus. Tiny dwarf. I can see that.
Right. Listen, look,
Oh.
I don't particularly need that getting out. It's kind of an inside joke. You're welcome to call me that. I don't care, but just it's an inside thing. It's like a tavern joke.
It's all right. I've had
She
worse.
looks around.
Joke.
Rickland just looks at you as Xanthus and goes, "I'm half drow." Do you imagine what they said to me growing up?
You provide a very good point. Oh boy, I need to see Zansk.
He's probably naked by now.
I'll be sure to knock.
Are you just going to mention doors straight out of your tavern?
That's generally what he does. What she does, yes.
How rude!
No, I was considering it, but considering we have guests, I may just.
Alice, can I interject here? This is Rickland. You might not have heard of him, but he's the head of my church.
It's Rickland. There's no D at the
Rickland.
end of my name.
Oh, hi.
White
It's
church.
Richland.
I can banish you, Blitz.
And I'm going to leave before he does so.
I don't think that's a good
That's the
idea.
theme of the night. The less I know, the better.
He looks at Alice. Hello, Richland Newell.
Alice Oaks. Can I get you a... Oh, you've
He
got a
sips
drink.
from the bottle of whiskey. Appreciate the offer, but
The twins?
yeah, pretty much.
Xanthus walks out.
So,
The cleric has left the room. Oh, sorry, one of them.
Alice has recently come to join us, just like Azantis did, and is extremely useful with the bow.
Surprisingly, I have heard of the Oaks clan. Sorry to hear of...
Apparently everyone has.
Not everyone, just people who know the history. He shrugs. I've been based in Northdale for ages now. Like, you read books. He shrugs. Dad was up on his history for a little while. It's more interesting to listen to stories of ages past than potentially have yourself blown up by Mum's experiments. Anyway.
I mean, having been blown up, I can understand where you would come from with that.
Yep. Took up the adventuring life, actually. About 100 or so years ago. Died horribly. Wasn't fun.
I can imagine.
Yep.
And on that note, I'm going to bed because I've got an early start in the morning. Richland,
enough.
it was nice to meet you, and thank you for actually coming here.
Not a problem. No,
Alice.
it was only several weeks travel that I did it in like a few days. No big.
Well, I can't wait to see you in action when you go in there and tell those naughty little dwarves just how naughty they've been. Am I allowed to say little dwarves?
I mean, that's technically possibly politically incorrect.
Who cares?
Tiny is fine. Little, not so much.
God damn it. Shit.
And I will...
I'm not there to argue. Fuck.
I'll go to bed. Leaving Alice with the head of the church.
Alice just sits herself down at the bar, looks at the twins.
The twins lean forward. You have both of their attention, surprisingly. They squint at you.
She tilts her head, looking back at them.
We're deciding
On?
which beverage you require.
You usually just know.
We always know. They point at Ricklin. It's his fault.
What's he done?
He is exuding a significant amount of magical divine power because he's annoyed.
Is it screwing with your spidey senses?
If you refer to our collective abilities as spidey senses, bad things will happen to you.
I mean, she looks for the rings. And
They carefully have them turned around so there's no colour visible.
God damn it! That's cheating. I'm trying to be nice and learn which one's which.
Mm-hmm. They know that, and they're just fucking with you.
God fucking damn it!
You realise
Sorry.
you realise that
Looks to the...
the cleric just shrugs. My dad said worse.
Sorry, I head of the church. Goddard?
Yes, my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She blinks. She's like, I'm sat next to the son of a god.
You'd be surprised how many people are children of new gods, given mortals have become gods recently.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I've not got a clue.
Roughly from the sending I got, technically, I'm pretty sure you've met another son of a... Anyway. Hello. Yeah, don't worry. Dad said worse. I've said worse. He raises that
Another
he
son
holds
of
up.
a god?
Yes, they're around. We're a club.
She blinks.
Children who can never
Thinking.
get out of their parents' shadows. He toasts the sky. Fuck you, Dad.
She looks.
See?
Are the twins still figuring out what she wants, or
The twins, one twin is holding like a red wine, and the other is just sort of holding this sort of pale ale, and they're looking at each other.
she holds a hand out for the wine and asks for a meal as well.
The twin with the ale just sort of looks at it in disgust, puts it back, like pours it back into the the container it came out of, and they just like walk away into the kitchen for food in shame.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, as Ulrich says, it's me. I'll be honest, fucking with divination magic is the most hilarious thing.
So, why are you here?
Oh, because your friend sent me a letter, actually. I was more, like, I've been keeping a little bit of an eye on you guys. I'm not going to lie, on your party in particular, because there's 2 members of my church in there. And that is interesting.
Understandable.
And clerics are not particularly common.
And then 2 in one party, I mean.
Yes, so you do draw some attention for that.
Yeah.
Couple that with the fact that someone's fucking with my cathedral, and it's because of a political situation that one of my paladins is forced into. Couple that with the fact that Monarch is involved. I wasn't not going to be involved, because you've gone far above your standard. The head of this church, blah, 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 blah. No, leave one bishop in charge and they fuck it up, so somebody else has to take over. Fucking bishops. They're not even good chess pieces either, they're just so good diagonally and then stop.
I'm having college flashbacks. Sorry, Russ.
Mm.
So, are you here to stop an international incident or civil war, or start one?
Be honest, I haven't really decided that yet. I'd go and divine the omens, but I'm a bit busy getting rat-assed.
From what I've heard, your dad would approve.
Yeah, he just sort of did his own fucking thing. He followed the general tenets, made some choices that he thought were the best and just kept going. I guess as long as you feel like as long as you stay true to yourself and you feel like you're making a difference that you want to make, that's sort of what he's about, I guess. There's some of the bits like necromancy in uncontrolled raising of dead things is generally not a good idea.
Understandable.
There's some other bits and bobs in there that I could quote, but neither of us want a fucking theology lesson.
Not right now.
Let's be real. You don't ever want a theology lesson.
I mean, I'm kind of curious. I am kind of living with 2 clerics of your faith.
You're living with 1 cleric and 1 paladin of my faith.
1 cleric and 1 paladin, my bad.
Slight difference. One's highly militarized and one's more of the preachy type.
Sorry.
Though actually, I don't know which is which anymore.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I came across a really preachy paladin and a really militarized cleric the other week.
That's scary.
Yeah, something about paladin of redemption and a cleric of war. It was odd.
I didn't realize they existed.
Yeah, there's, as I said, not many clerics. There's quite a lot of paladins, because being a paladin is actually fascinating, what they stand for generally. But again, not something for now. And I'll be honest, I'm going to start slurring in a second because this stuff kicks in after a while. He says, shaking his head, as like you can tell, like the whiskey is now beginning to hit his system.
Are you gonna be able to get upstairs on your own?
Yeah, I'll be fine. That's what Dad used Lesser Restoration for.
That's kind of cheating.
It's kind of using your divinely given abilities for the best thing you possibly could at that given time.
I mean, I guess I can't argue with that.
Do you heal yourself with your spells?
Generally not.
Do you use it to enhance your already natural abilities?
Yes.
Then you can't complain.
But mine is designed to do that.
And lesser restoration is designed to remove poison. I'm just using a spell for its designated purpose.
I guess that's kind of debatable.
It removes poison. Alcohol poisoning is a type of poisoning.
I mean, that's not the debatable bit. It's whether that's the use of the spell or not, or its intended use.
Removes poison. No, I'm removing a poison.
Self-inflicted poison.
Spells don't judge. Only people do that.
I can't argue with that one either.
And some plants, based on which druid you're talking to. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a kip. And then I'm going to have to politely have a word. Actually, no, fuck, I need to go and talk to Kel.
I would advise doing that when you're slightly more sober.
He looks at you dead in the eye and just slaps himself across the face. I'm sober.
That looked like it hurt.
Lesser restoration.
It still looked like it hurt.
Yep, no pain, no gain. He pushed himself off. He now seems completely sober. He now seems stone cold. Like, your food is brought out. He's like, enjoy that. I've got to go talk to a prick.
He seemed quite nice when I met him earlier.
Yep, well, we go back. One might call it a lifetime ago, if they're being ironic.
I don't think anyone's really being ironic right now.
All right. Burst my bubble, why don't you? Next you'll be picking holes in my sermons, asshole. He turns and walks out of the...
I can't do that, I'm not of your faith. I don't know.
Which is why you'd be able to do it. He walks out.
She seems to think for a moment, looks at her meal as whichever one of the twins brings it out.
They bring out a meal that is complemented nicely by the red wine you now have.
Very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
We almost always know.
Unless there's lots of interfering magics.
Unless someone is being a prick.
I didn't know if you would have heard that bit.
We hope he heard that bit.
He probably did. Is Chris about?
I believe he's in his office.
Okay. And she will eat her meal and then go up and knock on Chris's door.
Mm-hmm. And as that happens, we all jump sideways to Blitz, who's asleep. Blitz is snoring. Camera just pans, looking at Blitz, who sleeps, zooms out, and heads up to the temples.
Thanks.
Yep. Laughter. Someone breaks in, puts his hand in a bucket of warm water. Anyway, we will cut sideways to Red Sam.
I'm Red Sam the Dwarf, I am. Red Sam the Dwarf, I am. They're gonna try me for heresy, but they ain't got nothing on me.
Well, actually, they have quite a lot on you, brother.
Well, that would defeat the purpose of the song.
Kind of does, but it's kind of funny to listen to you sing. Zance was kind of right.
Zanny, you can trust Satan. He's got your back in a pinch.
He's quite attached to you, you know.
We've both pulled each other out of the proverbials on occasion.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. As she says this, like a blink dog appears next to you, Red Sam. It sits and just looks up at you.
Hey, Flicker.
As you say that, you hear in Zant's voice, I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that'll get on your nerves. And after 25 words, it cuts out and Flicker just disappears again.
Get on your nerves.
Me, it's just like, you always find the fucking strange ones, don't you?
Little sister, the first time I met Zansk, I saw him being robbed by orphans.
And let me guess, you turn those orphans into a useful network that tells you everything that goes on in the city.
I mean, in fairness, that is part of what happened.
What the actual fuck?
My intent that day was to stop Zansk from hurting some kids who may not know better. So I pledged a fraction of everything I earn to the orphanage. From
You
that day
are
on.
sickeningly nice to people.
Oh, it gets worse. I send them regular bounties of chocolate.
I actually might have to vomit.
Well, save it until you're out of the room, because they only sent Brian the Bucket Boy, the Blessed Bucket Boy, Brian Blessed, down here once. And I need the bucket changed again.
Well, shit.
Exactly.
I'm just going to leave. Just keep drunkenly singing to yourself till you pass out, would you?
I will do that for hours, if only to make sure that the guard doesn't get bored.
The dog reappears. I know a song. It'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. 25 words of this later, the flicker disappears again.
From then on, it's every 10 minutes.
It's every 10 minutes. I think your friend has a twisted sense of humour. I approve.
This is why I resort to drinking. It's not because I'm a drunk or a dwarf. It's because I have to put up with a song that'll get on my nerves, get on my nerves, get on my nerves.
It's catchy too.
I mean, in fairness, when I'm not locked in such an exquisite holiday home, I give as good as I get.
Fair. Well, hopefully you'll retain your sanity through this experience. Yeah, I will see you soon, brother. Oh, I'm assuming the dog has told you the messages, if they can do that.
There was words out of the dog earlier that weren't just a song that will get on my nerves.
Oh, good. So I will not tell you what they told me to tell you then.
Oh, how do I know that their message and the dog's message are the same message?
Because why would they ask? Why would they give me a message to give to you and then also send your dog if they're sending their dog? Because that's just redundant.
But what if they had new information come to light that they couldn't share when you were there? It could be double blind. It could be a coded message, because the dog has a limited capacity, like 80 minutes of words. If you can stretch 25 words out to 80 minutes.
Don't think. Do you know what? I'll go find out tomorrow.
Well, I appreciate you popping in to keep me company, dear Mead.
It's only for a little while.
I know. You can't risk being caught, and soon enough we'll be out on the street celebrating again.
Yep. And then we can't get caught by the fuzz.
We'll be fine.
Speak for yourself. Just because they know you doesn't mean they know me.
We have ways and means of getting around.
That sounds a lot like you have a way of getting out of jail for free, which sounds very politically and legally like it's a grey area. Anyway, I best be off. Because it's about time for the guard to change, and I don't really want to get caught.
And I don't blame you for that. I shall do my evening ablutions.
And you'll listen to a song that'll get on your nerves.
After a while, it's all about what is love, baby, don't hurt me no more.
I'm so done. She turns around and just leaves.
Mm-hmm. That's where Zance goes next.
I hate you a little bit inside, Claire.
And he goes to a bit of NSYNC with Bye Bye Bye.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, can we get to Backstreet Boys? Backstreet's back?
Oh yeah, no, we get there. Or two.
And Xantis, you have left the tavern with all due
It's
haste.
called Everybody. I've left the tavern. I'm headed to the temple. Yeah.
Okay, and that's where we're going to leave it. We'll come back with you.
God damn it!
Not having the temples next week. Because now everyone's making musical references, I'm going to let you guys cool down because clearly you're distracted now.
No, I'm not!
Everyone else is, and I'll be honest, my brain's just going
shit.
along to the music that's now in my head and I can't stop it.
Do 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 do.
One of these days, you guys are going to go, actually, we should go and see what the nightclub scene in Frey Hollow is like.
Ooh, the nightclub. I like it.
Oh my god.
Lots of metal.
You'd be
That's
surprised.
not what they put in nightclubs anymore.
No.
Generational gap was just revealed.
You're going to the wrong nightclubs.
Someone staged themselves quickly.
I was nightclubs.
Yeah. Yeah,
God
the
damn
ones
it.
with the K. I gotcha.
Ugh, I hate it.